Hey there, today we are building a beautiful 3D animated website inside of Google Antigravity and deploy it online so you can actually make money with AI. This process will involve 5 steps. We will go through them from start to finish, so in the end you might have a product that looks like this. Step number 1, setting up our workspace. We open Antigravity, we open a new folder and we call it something like 3D website. Very simple. 2. Alright, I already had a 3D website when I prepared for this video, so this is number 2. Perfect. I trust myself. So this is how Antigravity will look like if you open a new folder and nothing else is in there. Now we want to set up Antigravity for success. What we are doing now is giving it instructions, giving the AI agent instructions on how to work. Inside of my school community, you will find this Gemini.md file, which in my opinion has the best instructions to do exactly that. So we copy this. We go over to Antigravity, we open a new file, we call it Gemini.md, it will have those blue cute little icons right here, and what we do now is we paste our text in and we go on save. Perfect. And now, or what you will see right here, if we quickly go and read some things through, here we tell the AI that it operates within a 3-layer architecture that separates concerns to maximize reliability. LLMs are probabilistic, whereas most business logic is deterministic and requires consistency. This system fixes this mismatch. It tells the AI how it has to behave, how it has to update itself, that it needs to try again if it fails, that it needs to write down what it did wrong, and so on. You'll see what I mean in a short time. Initiate. What I did now is I told Antigravity to quickly read through this and create a beautiful folder structure on the left-hand side of the screen so that our future projects are stored neatly and we could export this website and sell it to someone. So Gemini is reading through that. It is reading its instructions that it will use for everything it does in the project. And what it did is it created this beautiful folder structure with directives. Here we have more niche instructions. So let's say we want to build a website, right? That's what we're doing today. In directives, what we will see once it did the website is instructions on how to actually do the website. It will do the task. It will summarize how it did it. It will summarize what code it used to actually build it, and it will add it in the directives. So the next time we already have that. In execution, it will store scripts, meaning code, Python scripts that it used to actually create the website. And again, the AI will be able to use that the very next time. Perfect. Once we have that, we want to give our AI agent some skills. We go back to the school community and we will go onto our skills library. What we do is we are taking those skills right here. As you see, this is a GitHub repository with more than 250 different agent skills that we can use. Agent skills are nothing but instructions for the AI and tools for the AI that it can use to solve tasks. This is what we're doing right here. This is the prompt I created for Antigravity, which will import this awesome skill library. It's actually called awesome skill library because it is awesome. We are in our 3D website too. All I do is I paste in this prompt and I send it to Antigravity, send it to Gemini. It will read through that. It will import it and it will then add all of those skills. And now we have our project set up correctly so that we can actually go out and build something beautiful. Step number 2 is choosing a topic. To create a portfolio, for example, for yourself, you can be creative and choose any topic and create some websites so that potential clients actually see that you are able to build stuff. Obviously, if you already have a client, you build a system for them and they also want a landing page, then you do what the client wants. Inside of my general tools section, there are tools for web design here, general web UI design inspirations. And what we are going to do is we quickly go onto one of those sites, and we try to find something that we would like. It's always beautiful to use food projects. I think it's makes things pop off nicely, especially for those websites. So let's choose one that we like. This is okay. Could I somehow do, I love fajitas. Could I somehow do a fajita? Yes, we do a fajita. We do something with like a wrap, and then our food will explode from it. So, this is fine. This is all right. Perfect. So we have our idea, and now you see me just go through the workflow. The step number 3 is creating a beautiful hero animation. When we scroll, we want our picture to move with it. So what we are going to do right now is go into Gemini. Perfect. And use Nano Banana, create an image. To create an image on a black background, this will make it so much easier for our website when we're scrolling, because also our website will have a black background. So let me give it a prompt. Hey, I would like you to create a studio quality image on a completely black background of a fajita. It should stand vertically. So I want to see the food on top of it. It should be closed. The tortilla should be closed, but there should be some meat or pepperoni or stuff coming out of it, let's say, on the top. A very professional image of that. Perfect. Let's see what it does. In the meantime, we can quickly have a look at Antigravity, and you will see that Antigravity right here imported this folder. If you're following the process, it imported this .agent folder, and inside of here we have all of those skills. And look at this, the very first one, 3D web experience. So the agent can go into here, it can go into the skill MD, and it can read exactly. You bring the third dimension to the web, you know when 3D enhances and when it's just showing off, you balance visual impact with performance and so on. It gives it instructions on how to actually do those things. It also has some code in it. So this is absolutely amazing and highly recommended to do that at the very beginning. The AI agent will go through all the skill descriptions. It will quickly have a look at your prompt, what you tell it, and then it will go through the descriptions of all those different skills. You see all of those skills, they have a description up here, and if it thinks it can use this skill, it will then load the rest, so it's not overloaded, so the context window stays as small as possible, but obviously also as large as necessary. Perfect. Let's go back. I like this, but I don't like the food at the bottom. Almost perfect. I would like you to remove the food at the bottom. It can really just be the fajita, so no food around it. Other than that, very good. My speech to text tool is taking longer. I don't like it. I like it when I talk and then things show up, but it's still better than typing. I'm not a good typer. I'm quite an alright talker. I hope so, at least. So we are refining this image, and let's see what the result will be. Nano Banana is actually pretty fast, so we might actually stay here and wait. Or no, let's open up the next website that we will... Okay, perfect. We can download that. And now we can open the next software that we will need. The next software is called Whisk. Whisk is also from Google, and what the amazing thing about Whisk is it lets you create very consistent images, meaning you will see that once we create an image, we can press on the image, and we can tell it to create another image with the first one, and it is very consistent. So what we are going to do is open it up right here. We take this one that we just downloaded, and we tell it, hey, I need you to recreate a very similar picture, still on a black background, completely black background in studio quality. It will later be used as the starting frame of a 3D web animation. Told it that. Now Whisk will create 2 pictures at a time. I like that actually, so we can choose between 2 pictures. And what we are doing now is we are creating a starting frame for our animation. The second image that we will create, Jesus Christ. What happened here? What happened here? Let's do it again. I need you to create a picture of a black fajita. No, I need you to create we go again. See guys, sometimes it just takes some time. I need you to create a picture of a fajita with a completely black background in studio quality. I want some food being visible on the top of it. This image will be used as a starting frame for a scroll animation on a hero section of a website. Okay, we go again. If this doesn't work, I will figure it out myself and tell you. However, what we need to do right now is create a starting picture for our hero section animation and an end picture. And beautiful, it did it well. And after that, we go to Google Flow and we let it create a sequence, meaning we will create a video out of it. So it created those 2. This one still has the Nano Banana logo on it. This one doesn't. So I press on this picture and now you see that I can add or edit any details. Now, just listen. I need you to create a picture of this fajita where the food, the ingredients are popping out of it. The goal is to create an end frame for a scroll animation. Let's see if this checks out. Let's see if this checks out. We generate and we'll quickly wait. But you see, now we have it inside of Whisk and we can press into the picture and tell it what to do with the exact picture. And it is much more consistent than if I would upload it to Gemini, for example, and tell Gemini to do a second one. So this is number 1. This is number 2. I think we all know which one is much better. So we are going to download this. Beautiful. And we are also going to download this because this was our starting image, and with those 2 images we can now just head over, this is the wrong flow, to Google Flow. Perfect. We open up Google Flow. I have the small subscription on Google. I would highly recommend anyone to do it because you have access to so many amazing tools. Good. What we are doing right now is we go from frames to video. Now, Google allows us to add 2 different images right here and then create a video, let's say, that goes between those. Cropped and save. Beautiful. Picture number 1. And picture number 2 is the one where the food is going. This will be beautiful, guys. This will be a good website, I'm sure. It's uploading the image and no, this is last frame, please. And this should please be the first frame. Okay, we have those. And now we tell it to create a beautiful, coherent, consistent animation. Hey, this video that you will create will be for a 3D animated scrolling website. It is for the hero section. What I want you to do essentially is create a very consistent video from the first frame to the second frame. And you see, guys, this wasn't even a good prompt. We'll try Google Flow, takes some time. You see we're at 5%, 6%. And once it's done, we will see the results. It also does 2 things at a time. So that's amazing. We can choose the better one. I see you again once it's done. Our first result just came in. It even added sound effects right here. I think it looks amazing. Let's have a look at the second result. Also fine, but I think this one is definitely the better one. So we are going with this one. What we're doing now is we download it, and I would need to upgrade to download it, in 4K. So we just download it in 1080p. What you could do is upscale the video afterwards. I think there is a good software called Diffusion Studio right here, and you can get started for free. Perfect. You can create a new project, and what you could do now is upload the video. Let me wait until it downloaded it completely. It's upscaling it. Okay, whatever. What you could do is you could take the video and then upload it into Diffusion Studio and tell it to upscale the video so that it is in 4K quality. For the sake of this video, we are skipping this step so we can move on faster and actually have our website up and running in a very short time. The video is downloaded. The next step that we are going to take is going to EasyGIF. EasyGIF.com. Perfect. What we press is video to GIF. We take the video that we just created, put it in here. It's uploading the video. And what we are doing now is a video is nothing but lots of frames, lots of pictures after one another, right? What we want to do now is have those pictures so that when we scroll, it actually moves along with them. So let me quickly have a look. Perfect. Video is uploaded. What we need to do is convert this video to a PNG sequence. Beautiful. And the frame rate, let's say 12. That would be, it's 8 seconds. The video is 8 seconds. So if we have 10 frames, it's 80 images. Let's go with 13 frames. Let's actually go with 14 frames. That should be fine. Now we convert it to PNG. We wait a minute, and it will do that for us. In the end, we will have a zip file with all of the pictures, which we will then give to Antigravity. Here you see video conversion may take a while, especially if you selected high frame rate and resolution. We selected the original resolution, right? So the highest one, and we selected a rather high frame rate for it. So it will take a second until all of those pictures are loaded and done. And if you scroll here already, you will see that after some seconds, look at this, our beautiful animation right here. Perfect. We download frames as a zip. It seems like it's done. We download frames as a zip. Perfect. 172 megabytes, my friend. Obviously for websites and stuff, you might want to have a look that you don't take too many frames and so on. But for this video, this is fine. We are not optimizing for landing page speed and so on. All we are doing is downloading or is creating the website. We are heading back to Antigravity. We will close our skill folder because it's so big it might confuse some of us. Me, for example. What I'm doing now is I prompt the AI to create a beautiful website for the fajita, a beautiful fajita website, and I will give it the different images that we just created. Hey, I would like you to create a very luxurious, beautiful website for a Mexican restaurant. You will have files in the folder with multiple images. What I want is a 3D scroll animation in the hero section. I want you to go and read through the skills that you can use to achieve this animation, to also achieve general beautiful web design. Okay, so this is the basic prompt, and now obviously we still need to add the images. If we quickly go back, have a look. Okay, it downloaded the images, so this is fine. Let's copy the file. Let's see if this works. Let's paste. Not really, huh? All right, so we go back to file. We go to open, and now we have... Yes, open file, correct. And in downloads, we should now have this EasyGIF zip folder. If we open the zip folder, open, this is fine. Open anyway. Okay, so let's just import the whole folder. I always get a little bit confused with those things, but you see, that's perfect. We do mistakes. We see. Hello. Hello. EasyGIF, yes. Can we please open? Open anyway. Built-in text editor, configure default. What is the problem? What is the problem right here? Let's try it like this. If we can just drag it in. Let's give it a shot. If we just go here and drag this puppy in right here. Now it worked. Beautiful. So we solved the problem. Isn't it nice? It's always nice to solve problems. Yeah. And we just send it and we'll see. Whenever you prompt Antigravity, it will create a implementation plan, a task list, and you see right now it's going through all of those things. So let's see what it did first. Research and planning. It identified relevant skills for 3D animation design. So that's the first thing it did. It went through the agent folder right here. It went through the skills and it had a look at which one it could actually use. It located and inspected the provided images. These ones right here. And then it created the implementation plan to actually do the things. Now it's setting up the project structure, the HTML, CSS, JS or framework structure, and then it initializes the design system, and this it will do with the skills that it has. It also saw that it has a lot of images and the images are very good, but the images are large, so it tries to do an optimization step, maybe to downscale the images a little, so the website actually loads up. It optimized the images, so it converted to JPEG and resized them. Perfect. And now it's implementing the 3D scroll animation, and afterwards it will integrate the images into it. I'm very excited about the result. Seems like it is done with building the remaining section and is now polishing and verifying. I will quickly tell you what we are going to do afterwards. Right now, our website lives on our desktop, right? If we want to sell our website, however, we want to have our website online. How do we do that? There is a company or a website called GitHub, which is absolutely amazing. If we open this one up again, GitHub is amazing. GitHub stores our code. You see, I have many different repositories right here, and all of them, let's say my pizza website that I made has code in it, which I pushed from my desktop to GitHub, which is now storing that in some kind of cloud. To have it online, however, to actually use it, let's say, to actually showcase it, we will need to use Vercel. And Vercel and GitHub, they are friends, they are married, they are connected very, very well. So all we can do afterwards is we create an account on Vercel. If you haven't done that yet, you will go to project and you can just connect your GitHub right here. Your GitHub will store your code, right? You will connect it and then you can just import your project. It will automatically show up right here. So if I go back to my pizza website right here and I go and visit it, you see that we have our beautiful scroll animation right here. And this is online. Here I can just add a domain and this would actually be an online website. Obviously you would want this VO free to be gone, but this would actually be an online website. Isn't that amazing? Perfect. Let's go back to Antigravity and see if it already is done with what it did. I've completed the luxury website build, Loro di Messico. Beautiful. Show me the website and push it to GitHub. Create a new repository and call it however you want to call it. giving the AI some freedom, right? So it can do what it wants to do, just like a girlfriend sometimes, just do it. It's fine. Call it whatever. So it is now creating. So first of all, it's opening our website. All right. Yeah, pretty mid. Well, not mid. Not mid. Let's open it completely. It's still fine. It's still fine. Like, it does the scrolling, but probably we would want some kind of title. Well, the scrolling is nice, and the animation and everything, I think it looks nice, but it's somehow too big, too prominent. So I feel like we need some kind of title over it. Let's quickly adapt it and tell it that it's like too chunky on the hero section. Hey, I would like to change the hero section slightly. So first of all, when we scroll, I would like to be some beautiful text which comes up, or some other things that are moving and not just the animation. And other than that, I feel like you upscaled the image too much, or the image in general is too big. If you could somehow make the fajita a little bit smaller, add some text overlay and make it smoother, this would be amazing. Taking longer than usual. If you're interested in a video where I will really go into lots and lots of detail and create beautiful prompts for the website with copywriting and so on, we can do that. But today I just wanted to show you that it is pretty easy, and you saw sometimes things happen which you don't expect, and they need to go a little bit back and forth and so on. But it is pretty easy to create a beautiful $5,000 to $10,000 landing page just with AI inside of Antigravity. Right now it is checking the GitHub push status, meaning it is almost done actually pushing the things to GitHub. The problem is that our files are so large that it now has to upload all of those large image files to GitHub. Here you see it's writing all those objects, and they all need to go there. And nice though is once we have it inside of GitHub, we can just change things in the website, in our online website, from within Antigravity. So I'll wait until it's pushed to GitHub, and then we'll continue. So my agent is still trying to push the things to GitHub. What I'm going to do is open the agent manager, and yes, open. And what we will do now is we go into our 3D website right here. So we can we have an inbox where we see what our agents are doing. We have our 3D website, and we can press on plus right here, start a new conversation in 3D website 2, and we paste my prompt from before into there, so it can already start adapting the things inside of the website while the other agent is still pushing the general code there. And then we change things, and once we changed things, it will automatically also change them in GitHub, in Vercel, on our live website. So those agents now are working side by side. And yeah, that's amazing. And you can see what they are doing right here. You see the walkthrough, waiting for the final push to GitHub, and right here it's analyzing the website, the HTML, and so on. And we will see what it's going to do. Hopefully it's going to change it nicely the first time, and otherwise we just go back and forth until we have something nice. Those websites are really an amazing way to complete your portfolio a little bit. You can just create a website for yourself, a freelancer website, an AI agency website, and you can add case studies, and a case study could be such a website that you build. No one knows if this business exists or not. You could even build it for an existing business and just show that you could build it, not that they are using it, right? So let's be a little bit cheeky about those things. Yeah. So here I have opened the website in your browser for you to see. I also pushed the project to GitHub. Let's quickly go to GitHub. Let's see if my project arrived there. GitHub right here. Let's go to the main dashboard. Beautiful. And here we should see Oro di Mexico right here. Oro di Mexico 3D. Oro di Mexico is nothing but Mexican gold. And we have it. Beautiful. Here we have all the files. And now the other agent will be updating our website so that hopefully it looks a little bit better. And it will update also what is inside of GitHub, and GitHub will then push it to Vercel, and we can then see it online. I like to repeat stuff because sometimes just like need to hammer things in the brain. That's also why I like to do things multiple times, talk about how to set up things every time, because those are just important things. If you don't know how to publish something online, it will be super difficult for you to make money with agentic AI. If you don't know how to publish your dashboard and actually bring it online, your website, your landing pages, your apps, your workflows, if you don't know how to schedule them, trigger them, and so on, then how are you going to make money? Just working on a desktop for someone probably won't be it, or only a very small minority of people will be able to optimize business processes for businesses who just want it deployed locally. So it's verifying this, completing completely. It completed all the modifications, walkthrough. Okay, please open the website for me. Or actually, let's go to Vercel. Like, it can do its thing. We can go to Vercel. We can go to import a new project because, as I said before, Vercel and GitHub, they are married. And yeah, thank you very much. Vercel and GitHub, they are married. So here we have Loro di Mexico. We are importing this and press on deploy. And now we quickly wait, and then we can actually see it in our browser. Antigravity was so kind and also opened up the website in the browser for us. But let's get our beautiful surprise inside of Vercel if it works the very first time. Sometimes I get a error message right here, then need to tell Antigravity to fix it. But this seems fine. It's loading the experience. And with all of those pictures, which I would not recommend you to go with this many pictures, right? Did it change? Do we have any change here? Doesn't seem like it to me. Okay, let's quickly see. Here we have it. Here we would have it. Yeah. Okay. This is already better. This we can work with. Still a little bit chunky. Let's go again until we have something that I actually like. Until I have something that I actually like. Let's go to the, okay, it is still doing things. In Vercel, it didn't update it yet. So let's see if, okay, now it went down. Yeah, and here you see we don't have like the completely black background right here. So, and if the VO thing wouldn't be, it probably would be even better. Then here we could add some AI nano banana images of the things, but it's really just about the beautiful hero section, which generally looks nice. And now with some tweaks, it could be even better. So let's quickly try and tweak them. I'll create a screenshot of this, which I don't like, and I'll go into Antigravity and tell it right here. This part seems very choppy. It isn't fluid at all, and you are allowed to make the image smaller to not make the fajita so much overwhelming. So try to make it a little small, or try to make it smaller. Try to make the thing flow a little bit smoother. What you also might do is edit like add some kind of parallax animation where we are scrolling and the fajita is moving, but the section from below is coming up so that it looks more smooth, like we are moving the thing away. I think this is a great idea. Let's see what it does. I'll see you once it's done. Okay, guys, it did the changes. I'm a little bit underwhelmed, but it's fine. We'll take it. So you see, this is the last version that we have of the website. We're scrolling in the background. Everything looks super nice, but there are some things that you see right from the beginning, which are a little bit. One thing is the background. Even though I told it it's black, I didn't make sure it's as black as it should be, because it didn't quite blend in perfectly. These small little shadows already made a big difference. You already see the outline, and this is not what you usually would want. And with our first variant that we had, do we still have it in here? So we had our first variant inside of this was the very first thing, right, that we had. It scrolls super smooth. This is super fine. It looks amazing, to be honest. Like this looks good, but it didn't have the text like I wanted to come up and so on. So it's not a failed project, but it's also not on it's also like it would still need some tweaking, right? But I think this video was very instructional to show you what the process is, and then you can just refine it. You can use a different video. You can make sure that the image at the beginning is not as big as this one. So many practical errors that I did right now, which you don't have to do once more. Sometimes things go super well and they just click, and sometimes it's a little more difficult. It's it's fine. Little bit underwhelmed. It is on Vercel, so we have the website online. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.